doing so much and running, and it just really dawned on me. It's the man that my mom was underage when she consumed me. Anyone who'd have been older.
15 and 22. Damn.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Now I can kind of see why he's probably not claiming it, because it looks bad on his reputation, because he has a history. Like if you look at like even Beyonce, like he was in his 30s and Beyonce was barely 19.
Jay-Z's alleged son, Rymir Satterthwaite, just scored another major win, and it's getting wild. 50 Cent has officially stepped in, offering to help Rymir take Jay-Z to court.
Big one was with Beyonce. When he signed that contract, the marriage contract, he got trophies. So trophies came rolling in, buddy. He started getting Grammys left and right.
This bombshell came right after a judge gave Rymir the green light to move forward with his case. And Jay, he's clearly shaken. He just put out this weird statement claiming Rymir's been harassing him for years.
Oh, was she when you were born?
15 going on 16.
And everything saying that they had met. Now, how old was Jay-Z at the time?
I think like 22.
Jay's legal team is now talking big, threatening to expose what they're calling Rymir's lies in court. But let's be real, Jay still hasn't taken that one DNA test that could shut all of this down instantly. So what's he really afraid of? Well, here's where things take a darker turn. Word is, the real reason Jay's been ducking that DNA test is because of how old Rymir's mom, Wanda, was when she got pregnant.
Documents submitted on June 16th, Jay-Z slams a recent lawsuit that Rymir and Lily filed against him as just the latest in what he says has been decades-long harassment. The documents read, "The fabricated allegations and claims have been addressed."
According to Rymir, Wanda wasn't even a legal adult when a 22-year-old Jay-Z allegedly got her pregnant. That would explain a lot, especially why Jay's been dodging this for over a decade. And it gets even messier. You probably remember how Jay barely kept his name out of Diddy's recent drama. One of Diddy's accusers claimed that both he and Jay groped her when she was just 13. The woman later dropped the lawsuit, but now she's back saying she never took back her claims.
Excuse me, father. I really do. And if it's not, why you can't prove me wrong? Like it's not far as a proving me wrong thing. It's go to the courtroom and basically do what everybody else would have to do. Like it's not, you don't have to prove me wrong. I just want the truth. Honestly, I can take a no. I can take, if I'm embarrassed at the end of the day, I can take that. I really can. I've been through a lot. I've seen a lot. I could take me being embarrassed. Like just can't take nobody not saying nothing. Like, you know, it's not fair.
According to her, the only reason she walked away from the case was because Jay allegedly sent private investigators to scare her into silence. Here's the shady part. Most big media platforms didn't even report this twist. Not a single word from TMZ or the Shade Room. It's like Jay-Z's name is off limits. Seriously, go check their sites right now. Try searching for anything about Rymir. There's nothing there. Total blackout.
It was shot at. Damn. Somewhere in September. He was in the parking lot with other people near where he's at living now. And out of all the cars there, his was the only one shot up. So we believe that was a nexus or a connection, I believe, between the case and what's going on, because it was around the time.
This story's been blowing up for weeks, but the major celebrity news sites are acting like it's not even happening. Same thing they pulled with that Jane Doe case. Total silence. Not one of them covered it. Just last week, a judge threw out Jay-Z's defamation lawsuit against attorney Tony Busby, the same guy repping Jane Doe. And guess what? Crickets from the press. Feels like a whole lot is getting buried, and most bloggers seem too shook to call Jay-Z out. But one person who's definitely not scared? 50 Cent. He's been roasting Jay for ducking that DNA test, and now reports say 50 actually hit up Rymir and offered him his own legal team to fight back. You can feel the pressure rising.
In addition to that, we've had people come to my home in the past, driving on the grass. We have people knocking on the door at 4 o'clock in the morning. We've been through all of it, mostly around the filing time.
Jay's lawyers are scrambling, trying to shut down Rymir's case before it really explodes. They've even launched a PR spin trying to paint Rymir as unstable. Classic damage control. But let's be honest, why is Jay spending stacks on lawyers instead of just taking a quick, cheap DNA test? That's the part that's got everyone side-eyeing the whole situation. This time, Rymir's not backing down. And with 50 Cent in his corner and all this evidence coming out, Jay's position is looking shaky. Now let's break down 50's role in all of this. He straight up inserted himself into the middle of this drama between Jay-Z and Rymir, and his first move? Clowning Jay on Instagram. He even pointed out how Jay and Rymir got the same face. That post went viral, but 50 didn't stop there. Sources close to the situation say he personally reached out to Rymir and offered up his top-tier lawyers to help with the case. And then he dropped a cryptic IG post that had people talking. A good lawyer knows the law. A great lawyer knows the judge.
A bigger picture than this. We want to try to make a difference with the Pro Se Act or the Legal Abuse Act, bringing new legislation and trying to sit down at the table with the lawmakers to make a difference. In addition to the fact, because, you know, like you said before, Mr. Carter might not never do anything, and I'm sure he probably won't. But it ain't about him. This is about the system allowing things to happen that were very agreed and put our lives at stake in some regards. So I just wanted to say that that's what another reason why we were still going to the criminal stuff for the second time. This time the prosecutor's office locally did get involved, but everything is slow moving and things are happening, and you know, it's corruption going on. The law says in New Jersey that if the person who resists to take the test is presumed the father. That's what the law says. Here in New Jersey, anybody who don't want to do it and go away from doing it or prevents from doing it is presumed the father. So right now he's presumed the father. He's not even alleged.
That line hit hard. This just flipped the whole situation upside down. Up until now, Rymir's whole case was being ignored, swept under the rug by all the big-name media outlets. But ever since 50 Cent stepped in, Jay-Z's team is on full defense mode. They're scrambling to shut down the lawsuit and discredit Rymir fast before the truth starts catching fire. Jay just filed fresh court papers asking the judge to throw out the whole case, according to docs obtained by Us Weekly. In his filing, Jay claimed this is just more of the harassment he says he's dealt with for years. He even said Rymir's allegations are fake and have already been rejected in multiple courts, and that Rymir's ignoring past rulings got him hit with a contempt charge. But that's where things take a sharp turn. Rymir's former legal guardian, Dr. Lily Coley, a paralegal who's been with him every step, just clapped back hard. She called out Jay-Z's legal team and accused them of straight up lying in their court filings. Dr. Coley made it crystal clear this story was never made up. Wanda's affidavit, which lays everything out, has been part of the court record for years and was never withdrawn. That affidavit is what led Rymir to believe Jay-Z was his father in the first place. She also shut down Jay's claim that Rymir was held in contempt. According to Dr. Coley, nobody, not Rymir, not his late mother Wanda, not even herself, has ever been hit with a contempt charge in this case. But here's the real bombshell. Dr. Coley says the core issue, Rymir's paternity, has never actually been dealt with in court. No discovery hearing, no final ruling, nothing. She said straight up, these facts continue to be overlooked in public narrative.
I'm not a lawyer. They try to use all type of things, res judicata and all type of things to say, hey, whoever was on his birth certificate, that was the, you know what I mean? That was the dad. And that's not how the course works. So we did everything we had to do to, you know, show them that wasn't. My pop, the person I was calling my pop took the DNA test. It was straight out there. Only other name was Jay-Z. He basically just sawed it and skedaddle. They try to use all this craziness to hold the case up, and I'm like, well, damn, if this was anybody else, I'm like, all right, the first 2 years.
They would have ordered them by now. They do that. Especially, like hey, take the test. Hell, in most cases, you can start drawing child support, but without a goddamn paternity. It makes them want to come do.
And one of those overlooked facts, Wanda's age at the time she got pregnant. That's the detail nobody wants to talk about, but it might explain exactly why Jay's been running from that DNA test all these years. Let's lay out the timeline, because the facts on this case are wild. Rymir first hit the public radar back in early 2015, after reports came out that he had filed a paternity suit against Jay-Z the year before, in 2014. That's when Rymir and his guardian, Dr. Lily Coley, officially stepped into the legal ring. But right from the jump, things started going sideways. Their first complaint was instantly shut down. And according to Dr. Coley, that happened because Jay-Z and his lawyer, Lisa Fisher, allegedly brought false and fraudulent info into the courtroom. But Rymir didn't back down. In 2018, he came back swinging with new court docs, this time accusing Jay of using his fame, money, and connections to dodge a paternity test altogether. And this is where it really starts getting shady. Rymir kept hitting legal walls because the court was reportedly told that his biological father had already been identified. But then, plot twist, Rymir got his hands on his birth certificate. And guess what? No father is listed at all. Then it got even messier. Rymir found out that some folks from his own legal team were secretly working with Jay-Z's lawyers behind closed doors. Total betrayal. In an interview with The Sun, Rymir said the systems failed him. He claims he's been denied a fair shot in court because of all the legal mistakes and backdoor moves.
If it was anything, if y'all felt like we was lying, why y'all ain't dismiss the case with prejudice? Why do y'all keep having us come in there and file and pay all this money and keep filing and filing for years? Why, if y'all didn't see anything wrong with the case, why is it not over? But the only thing I'm asking is, I don't want no money from you. You know, if you want to have that relationship, if it was true, that's just on you. You know, I'm just showing you that I'm fighting for what I believe in is right. And I want all the kids and everyone that come behind me. If you missing the parents, it's all about, sometimes that's all you need to know your parents is. You don't need nothing from them. Close the book. It just helped me, you know, go on with my life and just be straight. It's not like I'm looking for anything, looking for you to bring me up where you at or bring me with your family and all. I still got my own family, but I just want you to be like, just think about it. Like, we could have got this, you know, over with, and through all this, I still respect you, even though I might not like you. I respect everybody.
I was gonna say, how do you view him now?
And it's like, and when I say I don't like you, it's not even, it's just that I feel like, you know, y'all sit at the top and y'all forgot where y'all came from. And sometimes you got to bring yourself down to the bottom. You can't sit at the top and think all these, you know, I'm rich and all that. And if I go to court, this would affect this. And sometimes you just got to get it over with. If you believe this wasn't true, it would have been over with, you know. And for you to let me just sit here and after all this, my mom passed away. And I'm not saying you physically, but dragging us to court and all that, not taking care of the problem. It's just, you let it happen. So it's like, you could have got this over with. If it wasn't true, we could have, you know, I would apologize. Yeah, I apologize in front of the world. Hey, it could have been done, but obviously it's something you hide. And
he also shared that his mother, Wanda, first told him Jay-Z was his father when he was around 8 years old. According to Wanda, she had a brief fling with Jay back in 1992 at his aunt's apartment in the Brooklyn projects. She said they used protection, but it didn't work. And after that night, she never saw Jay again and had no way to contact him. Sadly, Wanda's health took a turn in 2010, and that's when Dr. Coley was granted custody of Rymir. Dr. Coley also spoke to The Sun and revealed something jaw-dropping. Wanda was just 15 or 16 when she got pregnant after that encounter with Jay-Z. And that's not just hearsay. A lawsuit backs that up too. Back in 2018, Rymir took his fight to a Philadelphia court. But what went down there left his entire family shaken. According to them, Jay-Z's legal team pulled a ruthless move. While Rymir's mother Wanda was still in the hospital recovering from a medicated coma, they allegedly had her sign legal papers that secretly swapped out Lily Coley's name on the petition, without any consent. Rymir's team says this shady trick got the case tossed out, and they'd never seen that level of legal manipulation before. But things took a terrifying turn when Rymir and Dr. Coley went on Hip Hop News Uncensored. They revealed that Rymir was shot after filing his lawsuit against Jay-Z. Yeah, you heard that right. He was actually shot, and it didn't stop there. Around the same time, strangers started showing up at Dr. Coley's house, trying to intimidate her into staying quiet. Random people knocking, lingering, creepy stuff. But Lily Coley made it clear, this isn't just about Jay-Z anymore. It's about standing up to a system that lets the rich and powerful twist the law to protect themselves. She's pushing for change, real change, that could stop things like this from happening to others. Now here's where it gets even deeper. Rymir didn't stop fighting. He filed a brand new lawsuit, this time going after the New Jersey court system itself and multiple judges. He's accusing them of working with Jay-Z for over 10 years to sabotage his legal efforts. According to this latest filing, Jay-Z lied under oath, telling the court he didn't own any property in New Jersey, so they'd think the court had no jurisdiction over him. But Rymir's legal team dug up property deeds and tax records with Jay's name right on them, proving that claim was false. The complaint also calls out 6 different judges Rymir says conspired with Jay and kept pretending he had no ties to New Jersey. He's accusing Jay of using his fame and fortune to manipulate the court system and block Rymir at every turn. And the threats haven't stopped. Rymir says that after he started speaking out about the injustice, his car was shot at. The lawsuit even claims he and Dr. Coley were being followed in their own neighborhood, and strange cars showed up on their lawn at 4 a.m. They firmly believe Jay-Z's people were behind these scare tactics. And now, Rymir and Lily are officially suing the courts and the judges involved, accusing them of violating their constitutional rights. This battle is far from over.
Jay-Z allegedly won't give up his DNA to prove that he is not the father of Rymir Satterthwaite, who is claiming that he is his son, because giving up his DNA could link him to a bunch of murders that he is connected to.
And what's even more heartbreaking is that all this drama is stopping a young man from getting the closure he deserves. Rymir and Dr. Lily Coley recently sat down with Tasha K and dropped even more truth bombs. They confirmed again that Wanda, Rymir's late mother, was only 15 or 16 years old when she got pregnant, and Jay-Z was 22 at the time. Rymir explained that the court originally tried to throw out the paternity case by claiming the man listed on his birth certificate had to be his real dad. But here's the thing. Rymir actually took a DNA test with that man, and it came back negative. He wasn't the father. And Rymir made a solid point. If the court really thought he was lying or wasting their time, they could have dismissed his case with prejudice, meaning he wouldn't be allowed to bring it back. But they didn't. Why? Because deep down, they know there's more to the story. Rymir also made it clear, this ain't about chasing Jay-Z's money. He even said that if it turns out Jay-Z's not his dad, he'll publicly apologize. That right there shows you he's just looking for truth, nothing more. But here's where it gets real dark. New info is coming out that suggests Wanda's age might not be the only thing Jay-Z's trying to hide. Some sources are saying the real reason Jay won't take that DNA test might be something way darker than anyone imagined. Make sure to hit that like, comment, subscribe, and share this video if you're following the story, because this isn't over. Drop your thoughts below, and let's keep the convo going. See y'all on the next one.